How are you doing today, guys? I trust you are doing great. I want to use this opportunity to, as my custom, to thank every one of you who has been sending us DM, who has been calling us, who has been sending messages to us, who has been contacting us, asking questions, okay, questions of clarity. I really appreciate you guys. That alone boosts me. It makes me happy because that means the value I'm giving to you guys are learning something from it, and you are trying as much as possible to make inquiries on the ways to go with respect to what we've been discussing. Okay, if this is your first time of seeing me, if this is your first time of meeting me, my name is Bash Olakunle Abiola Olowoshelu. I'm a real estate consultant and developer. I'm privileged to be the CEO of Real Estate Doctors Enterprise Limited, Redoc Homes, here in Lagos, Nigeria. Okay, so if as our custom, as I often say, iron sharpeneth iron. Okay, when we say iron sharpeneth iron, what is your own responsibility in order for you to sharpen those who are around you? The capital, the best way in which you can do that is for you to share this video. Share this video as many times as possible. Okay, share this video to your wife. Share this video with your children. Share this video with your colleagues. Share this video with everybody around your cycle. Share it on your WhatsApp. Share it on your Facebook. Share it on your Instagram. Share it to your Twitter. Share it to your LinkedIn and etc. etc. Every of your social media. Okay, you are not just doing it; you are championing people around you so that when you are being slothful, when you are being sluggish, those people who you sharpen, they can inspire you. Okay, they say two or one will chase 1,000, but two will chase 10,000. Okay, so what are we discussing on today? Okay, as you share, please comment and like this video. Okay, so what are we discussing on today? What we are discussing on today is a very, very sensitive topic. And this topic has been a burden to me. It has been a burden in my heart for over 2 years. Okay, in order for people, because this what we're discussing on, it will help you in order for you to have a reorientation with respect to what is being shared on social media. Okay, what is being shared. So if you are having issue with respect to giving with respect to giving to charity, with respect to giving to sadak, as Muslim people calls it, with respect to giving to tithe, with respect to giving, with respect to offering, with respect to first fruit, etc., prophet offering, etc., etc. That is what we are going to discuss on today. Okay, I want to enlighten you. I want to give you a different perspective. This video will give you a different perspective with respect to what these things mean. Is it right for you to do it? And if you are doing it, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to go about it? Okay. So, firstly, before I go into the first thing I need to share with you, first, let me ask you this question. How many of us have heard this word? Giving is living. Giving is living. Do you agree that giving is living? That means giving to charity is living. Giving as tithe is living. Okay? Giving as offering is living. Giving as as first fruit is living. Whatever giving to your parents is living. Giving to the society is living. As I'm doing this video, I'm giving to you. Okay, and that is the genesis of our discussion. I'm going to go further, I'm going to go deeper into that. Okay, when we talk about giving is living, have you asked yourself what is receiving? We just talk about giving is living, giving is living, giving is living. Have you asked yourself that question? What is receiving? Or don't you understand that when you give, you are intentionally, you are supposed to have that intentional mindset of receiving. And that is where a lot of us are making mistakes. couple of years ago, a very respected man of God who I so much love posted something on social media. And he said, despite our prosperity preaching, okay, Nigeria, Africa, Nigeria especially, is still, from the statistics that we are having presently with respect to the poorest country, Nigeria exceeds India. He now said further, he said, we pastors, pastors, I'm not a pastor, I'm a businessman. Pastors need to look deep into the curriculum of their teaching with respect to prosperity teaching, prosperity preaching. You know, when I saw that message, that was the first time I spent a very long time on social media responding, commenting, educating people with respect to what that statement means and with respect to what that information means. See, the first thing we need to understand is it is not the responsibility of the churches, okay? It is not the responsibility of the pastors to create industries. No, it is not their responsibility. Okay? The responsibility of the pastors is to educate your mind, is to orientate your mind with respect to spirituality. Okay? With respect to the possibility of you giving and receiving from God. Okay? The spirituality. Okay? The possibility of you. I'm not saying religion, I said the spirituality, the spiritual transaction, if you want me to use that language, okay, of you giving and receiving from God. Okay, see, when and I always say that, see, when you look at the statistics of coaches that we have in Nigeria presently, okay, they are all from churches. 80% of them are from churches. That is the responsibility of pastors. Okay, they are to educate you, to give you the possibility, even despite the hardest moment. Okay, even despite you seeking for funding. As we businessmen, one of the things we look for, one of the things that we try as much as possible, one of the difficulties that we are having with respect to doing business in Nigeria is funding. Okay, but through your pastor, he can teach you the spiritual approach in which you can use in order for you to raise funding. I said spiritual approach. Okay, there are spiritual approach with respect to giving. Okay, with respect to giving is living, with respect to giving that you can apply and that will help you to even start to generate funds with respect to how you can impact that business into that funding into your business. Okay, so that is the responsibility of pastors. They are to enhance us, we human beings. They are to enhance us spiritually, okay, with respect to how you can connect with God and make your needs meet. One day, I was talking to one of my Chinese friends, and he said that, well, we Nigerians, we go to churches a lot. And I smiled. Why did I smile? See, I'm not saying it's the total responsibility of the government to provide resources for we entrepreneurs. Okay, but see, if you study your social study, if you in your secondary school, your primary school, if you did what is called social study, yes, social government study, okay, in government there are two things that in life there are two things that are written with capital letter G. One is God, the other is government. God created the world. Okay, when God created the world, he hands over the world, the creation, to government. Okay, the government responsibility is to provide amenities for the citizens to take advantage of, to use, to produce whatever they need. That's why you will see that God does not produce share, God does not produce table, but God produces wood. The responsibility of God is to provide resources to you. And after God, the next person that is supposed to provide resources to you is the government. Now, you see people going to church because the government has failed in their responsibility. And that is why I said it's not the responsibility of the pastors of the imam or the afar of the religious representative to provide to create companies, industries for us. They are their responsibility is for them to show us how to connect us to God, how you personally you can build relationship with God. I believe, are you learning something, guys? Are you learning something? If you are learning something, please try as much as possible to share this video. Try as much as possible to like this video. Share this video on all your social media. Okay? So it is the responsibility of pastors to only educate us, to enhance us, to lead us, to connect us to God. Okay? So now, giving is living, I say. Giving is living. See, until you give, you cannot receive. But the problem we have, a lot of us Christians, churchgoers, mostly is when we give, we don't know how to receive. One, and when we receive, we don't know what we've received represents. Okay? We don't understand what we receive represents. See, resources are what we receive from God. And resources are aimed or entrusted. But wealth is created. And that is where a lot of us are making the mistake. Okay? And especially those of us who understand, who receive when we give. We don't have the right identification, the right clarification to what we receive. I always tell people that whatever money you receive, okay, whatever money, whatever human capital you receive, see it as resources. And that is the best way in which you can utilize what you've received. Okay? I said resources are entrusted or aimed, but wealth is created. Wealth is not given. Wealth is not given. Wealth is not entrusted. Wealth is created. And let me buttress my point. How do I mean that wealth? How can I prove to you that wealth is created? Wealth is not entrusted to you. You need to create strategies. You need to be financially intelligent in order for you to create wealth. But resources are given to you. I may open your Bible to Philippians chapter 4, verse 19. It said, "The Lord shall supply all my needs according to his riches in glory." The Lord shall supply all my needs. Take note of that word need. The Lord shall supply all my needs according to his riches in glory. What God provides for you, what God supplied for you is your need. It's not your words. What God supplies for you, what God releases to you, when you give, when you pay your tithe, when you pay your first fruit, okay, when you pay your offering, when you pay your prophet offering, when you give to the poor, charity, what God gives to you is it supplies you with everything that is needed in order for you to create wealth. God doesn't release wealth to you. Okay? So, that is to confirm to you that Philippians chapter 4, verse 19, everything Philippians chapter 4, verse 19 is saying is respect to your need. And I classify need as resources. Okay? Let's go further. The Lord shall supply all my need according to his riches in glory. Supply. Okay? That is your need. What is need? Okay? For example, let's take it to our personal life. Okay? Businesses are created based on need. Businesses are created based on need. Okay? And what are these needs? Food, shelter, transportation, etc., etc. Okay? Those are our needs. And those needs, why do we need those needs? God understands that until those needs are provided, there is tendency for you not to live wealthy, for you not to be able to be productive. That is why he makes sure that he provides all those things. Let's ask ourselves this question. Let's imagine that we plant tree, we plant fruit in agriculture, and there is no supply of photosynthesis from God. What do you think will happen to our fruits, to our crops? We all die. That is why God makes sure that He provides us with that need of photosynthesis. The same thing with respect to our living. Okay? So, living is giving. What is receiving? Receiving is spirituality. Receiving, everything with respect to receiving is spirituality. And what do we mean by spirituality? Spirituality is sensitivity. Sensitivity. And until you are sensitive, you can't create words. You need to be sensitive to information. You need to be sensitive to the step that you take. That is why the Bible says, it said, my God shall supply all your needs. He will supply all your needs. Now, let's go to Psalm chapter 23, verse 1. He said, the Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. When you get to that level of want that you don't want, that means you are wealthy. Now, listen to what is written there. It said, but the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. That means the Lord is the one that directs me on how to create wealth. Because the moment you get to that level of I don't have any want, before you get to that level, I don't have any want, that means your needs have been met. Okay? God is the one that directs you, that gives you direction with respect to how you can create wealth. Let's go further. In the book of Deuteronomy, the book of Deuteronomy, okay, he said, remember the Lord thy God. Deuteronomy 8:18. Yes. He said, remember the Lord thy God, for it is he that giveth thee the power to make wealth. Remember the Lord thy God, for it is he that giveth thee the power to make wealth. He gives you the power to create wealth. He didn't provide you, he didn't supply you with wealth, unlike your need, unlike your resources. But he gives you the power to make wealth. What is that power? Power is knowledge. Power is information. They said knowledge is power. Okay, so he gives you the information. In order, those information, when you can accumulate those information together, when you can join those information together, that is when wealth is created. That is why I said we need to reorientate ourselves with this mentality of wealth is entrusted. Wealth is not entrusted. Wealth is created by you through the resources that is given to you by God. Okay, so wealth is created, wealth is not entrusted. And I've given you two scriptures that you can use to prove me, to confirm what I'm saying. One is, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. The Lord is my shepherd. What is the responsibility of a shepherd to sheep? He directs the sheep to where they will see green, they will see grass, they will see what they can eat. It protects them. If anyone is lost, he brings them back. So the Lord is your shepherd. In case you lost in business, God knows how to teach you. He knows how to teach you, okay, in order for you to get wealth. Another scripture that just came to my mind. The Lord will teach you, direct you on how to make profit. It doesn't give you profit. It will teach you on how to make profit. And accumulated profit is what leads to wealth. You can see from this, everything that I've been explaining to you is the Lord, with respect to wealth, is God directs you. In order for you to add 1 plus 2 to become 3, or 1 plus 1, as they say, to become 11, is based on direction. Okay? So, and I said, resources is your need. Resources is what is given to you, is supplied to you. Okay? In order for you to generate wealth. Let me give you, as I made mention of wood. God created wood. He knows that we human beings, we need wood. Okay? So what do you need to do? That is resources. That is when God said, I will supply your need according to his riches in glory. He has supplied you with wood, with tree, sorry, not wood, tree in the forest. He has supplied you with tree in the forest. How do you make wealth from that need that is provided of tree by God? You bring that tree down, you divide that tree. Either you sell it or you use it to make furniture. You use it to make chair. And when you make this chair, that is when you sell the chair. It accumulated profit is what leads to wealth. So, what am I saying? There is no religion on earth that doesn't give. There is no religion on earth that doesn't give. Muslims, they give. How do they give? That's what they call sadaqah, 10%. They give. And again, see, one thing we fail to realize is everything that every religion is practicing, they get it from the Bible. You said some people are atheists. They are Buddhists. They don't believe in God. But they are the highest giver of charity. They give charity. What they do is, Bill Gates has several charity, Elon Musk has several charity. Have you forgotten in the Bible that the Bible says, if you give to the poor, you are lending to him, God. That means those people, they understand that logic. They understand that principle. That is why they give to charity. They know that when they give to charity, okay, when they give to charity, God is owing them. They are borrowing to God. And can you borrow to God without God paying you back? God will definitely pay you back. So, my dear brothers, my dear Christian brothers, my dear Muslim, my dear atheist, everybody, the problem you have is not because of the 10% that you give. The problem you have is not because of the charity you are giving to. The problem you have is not because of the first fruit or the prophet offering that you are giving. The problem you have is, one, you don't understand the principle of receiving. Two, you don't understand what the principle of managing resources. Well, you don't understand what resources is. And number three, you are not financially intelligent to manage the resources that is given to you. You are not financially intelligent to manage the resources that is given to you. The question is it your pastor that will teach you on how to be financially intelligent? And that is why I've always been clamoring. That is one of the reasons, one of the things that prompted me to doing videos teaching people on how to manage their resources, on how to be financially intelligent. So it's not the responsibility of only the pastors to get you to wealth. It's not even their responsibility. It is the responsibility of we businessmen to teach you, to show you how can you do with what you have. What can you do with what you have in order for you to get to that place of worldliness, of that place of wealth? That is the responsibility of pastors, that is the responsibility of businesses, of businessmen, of coaches, of mentors, of investors. Okay, a lot of us don't even have investment managers. Okay, every time you get frustrated, you think the issue is pastor. It's not your pastor. Your pastor only show you the path route in which your giving can translate into either mental or physical things. Okay? So, as I've said, your issue is because, one, you don't understand how to receive. Two, you don't understand what resources mean. Three, you don't understand being financial intelligence. Okay? Those are your problems. If you know that the reason why you are blaming your pastor is, I believe now I understand. Why don't you share this video? share this video as many times as you can. Remember, I told you the reason why you need to share this video is so that you can't sharpen everybody around you. Okay? Because when they listen to this kind of video, in case you are complaining tomorrow, in case they will deviate your attention, okay? In case they will deviate your attention, that person can remind you that, hey, my friend, remember that video you sent to me? I think you are the one making mistake. Okay? And see, one thing I realized with we human beings, we don't understand the power of money. All through the scripture, the only place that the only thing that God compared himself with is mammon. And what is mammon? The spirit of money. That is very instructive. God said, you cannot serve two masters. That means you cannot serve me and mammon. God does not compare himself with devil. That's to tell you how useless devil is. But God compared himself with money, with God of mammon. That is to tell you that when you are dealing with, the moment you are paying so much attention on God, you need to pay enormous attention too to how to make money. Bible said, money is a defense. That means money is a security. Aside God being your security, the next thing that can be your security is money. That's to tell you how important, how you need to take the subject of money. That's to tell you how you need to take the subject of managing your resources. That is to tell you, you need to pay enormous attention to the subject of receiving. And that is to tell you that you need to pay enormous attention to the subject of financial intelligence. I shared there several videos on how you can invest what you have. Vehicles, vehicles, financial, or what's it called? Investment vehicles that you can take advantage of. I've done videos with respect to that. As I've told you, I'm a real estate consultant and developer. Do you want to invest in real estate? Contact me. Do you want to partner with us with respect to our projects, with respect to our ideas, with respect to things? Or do you want to learn real estate? Contact us. Do you have money and you are looking at how can I invest it in real estate? Contact us. That is where a lot of us make mistakes. A lot of us don't want to have mentors. We believe that it's easy. We can do it on our own. But don't experience, they say, is the best teacher. Okay? I always believe that the best thing that can teach you, the best mistake, the best thing that can teach you in life to learn very fast is poverty, is mistakes. But do you need to go through it? No. No. So, pay attention to your money. Pay enormous attention to your money. So, as I was saying, does that mean that giving of offering, giving of tithe, giving of charity, giving to poor, giving prophet offering doesn't work? It is a lie. It works. Let me share a testimony with you. This is a personal testimony of me talking to you, me, Bash Olakunle Abiola Oloshiri, talking to you. When I wanted to start real estate, you know, before I started real estate, I was stranded. I was poor. I mean, poor. And I just came back from abroad then. But due to situation of things, how things happen, I lost everything I had. To the extent that I lost my house. But before then, I went for a program. And in that program, God instructed me, I saw a guy. And I dreamed about this guy before seeing him physically. So the moment I saw him, I knew that, oh, this guy is someone I need to bring into my life, that I can learn something with respect to real estate with. So I brought him into my house and we were living together. Unknown that he's a fresher too. He's fresh in the business. He doesn't have enough information with respect to the business. So because of that, I couldn't pay my rent. I lost that house. After losing that house, I started squatting from one friend to the other, moving from one house to the other etc. I've done a video with respect to this too, okay, talking about my past. You can go and watch that video. But for the benefit of understanding of what we are discussing on today, let me explain it again. So I now started scouting from one place to the other until that my friend told me that I've gotten a house, so just one room. And then before I lost my house, because I never knew how to manage my resources, I was living in one of the biggest houses, 2-bedroom flats, well furnished. But I lost everything to court. So that my friend now called me that he has gotten a house, he has gotten a place. And I said, oh, okay. And I said, let me come and meet him. I now came to meet him. In that house, the only thing we have in that house is mattress. And it's a shared apartment. Only mattress. So we started, okay, how are we going to do it? What do we need to do? So every day they go to work because he now got a job with one company. So I was still focusing on my real estate, despite that sometimes I don't even have money to go and look for houses, because that was what I started from. So that's where I started from. So in that process, I now looked, what do I need to do? I think I need to get another source of income. Before this, I've done courses, okay? And I said, oh, I think I need to look for other sources of income that I can use to support my real estate business. So there's one guy that was my assistant in my own cell. I was the own cell leader of our own cell then. I'm the one teaching. I teach. Okay, so you can call me a mini pastor. So I was the one teaching. So I have an assistant, and this guy is into computer business. So I looked at, okay, why not I should go and meet this guy so that I will be doing this one boy like also call people that wants to buy computer, okay, because I couldn't feed, I couldn't eat, so that I can get people who can buy computer, who can buy computers, repair computers. So that was what I was doing. And every day when we are done, at the end of the day, there is a place we do normally go and eat, okay, one shanty that we do normally go and eat. Besides, it's not a shanty though, but the environment is not that, it's not that worldly, it's not rich as you guys will say. So there is a real estate company beside that place that I normally go, that is beside the place that I normally go and eat. So every time I love to work with this real estate company. But I don't have the experience, I don't have the certificate to get it done. So as God will have it, that's why God cares about us. Okay, one day while I was with that guy trying to sell computer, trying to sell laptop, I just received a call from one of my friend in the university. Pash, where are you? I said, I'm at Ajao. What are you doing at Ajah? I said, I'm selling laptop now in case she needs laptop. He said, I'm at Ajah now. I said, where are you at Ajah? She now told me that she is in that real estate company that anytime I go and eat, that real estate company that I said I like to work with. He said, I said, what? Are you there? What? He said he came to see the CEO. My dear brothers, my dear listener, that was how I told my friend that we are doing computer business together. I'm coming. I want to go and see someone. I ran to that place. I was wearing slippers. Someone that I've not eaten. Where are you going to get money to even buy clothes? So I ran to that and look at, I've always wanted to work with this company. Okay? So to cut the long story short, the CEO of the company saw me and he said, okay, I can't pay you. Okay? But since you have interest in real estate, always come to my office. Okay? Come to my office so that when you come to my office, you won't be sharpened. I'm there when he's training people, stuff like that. So that was what I now look for money. I went to Bao Quicker just to look corporate. Okay, that was how I got my employment as a real estate consultant. So every day I go to that company. So when the staffs are in the office, they are they are calling, they are making calls, or they are following up with clients on email. I pack my bag, my kaya, and I go into Ajah market, start telling people about real estate. Oh, this is real estate. This is this. This is that. This is what real estate is all about. Invest with us. Everything that my company is all about. Now, I got it from that. Going around scouting, selling. real estate. So I was doing this every day, and he gave me a target of 3 months. He said after 3 months, I need to close my first deal. Okay, so he was monitoring me. When I close from going outside to market, I come back to the office, and all I do is read, read, read. So oftentimes he will come and meet me. Oh, you are reading this book. I've read this book before. This book is very good, though. He was just monitoring me, doing that, doing. So I have several clients that are supposed to pay me, that are supposed to do transactions with me. I want to tell you the power of giving. So but they are not paying me. And I was like, one day I was in the office. I just saw them. They brought biscuits to me and drink. And I said, what's happening? They said, boss just closed a deal. Oh. That deal is over 100 million naira. I said, what? I jumped up. I went to meet him. Boss, this is what I'm going through. I have several people, even my family member, they can buy this real estate from me, but they are not buying it. I don't know. And they have the money. You know what he told me? You know what he asked me? He said, do I pay my first fruit? I paused, I relaxed. I was thinking he would tell me things with respect to marketing, things with respect to sale. That, okay, this is what you are supposed to do. This is the step. Okay, be aggressive with your marketing. Okay, do aggressive marketing. He now asked me, do I do my first fruit? I said, first fruit. I've heard about first fruit. I know about first fruit, but I don't practice first fruit. He said, okay. He said, go and do your first fruit. When you do your first fruit, come back and meet me. Sir, that was the beginning of my breakthrough. Do you know that the moment, God, merciful God, someone called me. This is how I got my first fruit. Someone called me, and the person told me that he wants to rent a house. And this person that called me was the person that we normally do my homestead. The homestead that I lead. The person that is the owner, the homestead owner was the one that called me. That one person want to rent house. I said, oh, okay. Oh yeah, I call people. I got the house. They pay me my agency fee. I settled that lady. I said everybody involved. I have like 6,000 naira as my own as my own gain from that business. I now went to pay my first fruit with it. My dear brothers, my dear listener, after paying that first fruit, that was how everything, boom. The first person that bought property from me was my family member that I've been talking to for a very long time. He was the first person that bought property from me. That was how I closed my first deal. That is to encourage you that giving is very powerful. Whatever, everybody that is on this earth, without giving, they can't receive. As I've said, giving is living. What is receiving? Two things I've realized with people with respect to their giving is, it's not every soil you give to. There are soils that you don't give to. And the only person that can direct you with respect to the right soil for you to give to is God. That is why I said giving is living, receiving is spirituality. Everything with respect to religion is to enhance your spirituality, is to train you on how you can be sensitive. There's an adage in my language. They said, Ifura lo ogun agba. Ifura, if you are, I'm a Yoruba man. Ifura lo ogun agba. Old man doesn't have power, but he knows if something evil wants to happen here, he knows when to stand up and leave that place. And that evil will happen, but that evil will not meet him. That is the power of sensitivity. No matter the church you go to, no matter the mosque you go to, no matter whosoever you are, one of the things that can help you in life is being sensitive, is being spiritual. Spirituality is having relationship with God, talking to God, hearing from God, hearing from your being informing you, instructing you on what to do. That is the beginning of words. Okay, let's go further. I said the next thing is resources. Remember, I told you, according to Philippians chapter 4, verse 19, that my God shall supply all your needs according to his riches in glory. That needs, I see it as resources. I see it as resources. So, are you a footballer and you are earning $1 billion? If you don't manage that resources well, you will become poor. So, every money that you receive as your salary, see it as resources. Don't see it as wealth. See it as resources in order for you to create wealth. Okay, I've done a video on this. You can go and watch my video on financial intelligence. I explain a lot with respect to managing your resources. There are ways you manage your resources. And thirdly, in order for you to convert that resources to wealth, you need to understand, again, financial intelligence, financial planning, and financial discipline. Remember, I told you, wealth is created, wealth is not entrusted. Wealth is created, wealth is not entrusted. Resources is the only thing that is entrusted, that you are in. That is why they said, my God shall supply. But when it has to do with wealth, remember the words, very, very sensitive with the word that God used. He said, I will teach you to make profit. I will teach you. It didn't say I will give you. I will teach you to make profit. Profit makes wealth. He said, remember the Lord thy God, for it is he that giveth thee power. Power. Remember, he didn't say I will entrust you. Okay? With power. Remember the Lord thy God, for it is he that giveth thee power to make wealth. Power is based on knowledge, based on what you know. Knowledge is power, they say. What do you know on how to create wealth? What are the informations you have with respect to how to create wealth? Finally, I said, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. God is the one that directs you. He gives you direction on how you can take care of your want. God doesn't give you your want. God only gives you your need, so that you can use your need to create your wants. God don't give you your wants. He gives you what you need. That is why a lot of us, when we are praying, we pray for want. But God will not give you that want. He will give you need, so that you can use your brain, your mental sense. Because see, everything with respect to wealth is 1, spiritual, 2, mental, and 3, physical. Spiritual, you need to have a backup. Okay? Mental, you need to be financially intelligent. Physical, you need to be doing something. You need to work. That is everything with respect to wealth. Okay? So, God does not give you your want. God always provides you with your need. God provides you with tree. You cut tree down. You use it to produce share. You use it to produce table. Okay? Tree is resources. Okay? So, please, I want you to if there is one thing you need to help yourself eat, one thing you need to keep, when you wake up in the morning, you meditate on it, you affirm it, is resources is entrusted. Resources is either entrusted or in, but wealth is created. It will help you a lot with respect to re-energizing, recreating your mindset with respect to creating wealth. Are you learning something, guys? Are you learning something? If you are learning something, why don't you share this video? Share this video with your church member. Share this video with your mosque member. Share this video with your atheist and your Buddhist. Share this video as many times as possible. People need to be liberated. People need to be liberated. The 10% you are giving is not your problem. You still have 90%. What do you do with the 90%? That 90%, do you see it as your resources? That 90% is what you need in order to create wealth. Okay? That 90% is what you need in order to create wealth. It's not the 10%. Go watch my videos. with respect to financial intelligence. Go watch my videos with respect to how you can start from point zero, how to create, how you can identify your purpose. Several videos that I've done. Okay, so giving is living, receiving is spirituality or sensitivity. The 10% you give is not your problem. Your pastor is not the one that will create industry. Entrepreneurs create jobs. Turn yourself to an entrepreneur. Are you a career worker? Okay? Are you a career person? Sorry. Are you a career person? Look out for ways in which you can invest, partner with people in order for you to create wealth. Wealth is created, wealth is not entrusted. Okay? Wealth is created, wealth is not entrusted. When we talk about financial intelligence, what do you know with respect to budgeting? How do you create your budget? Do you know anything with respect to creating your budget? What do you know with respect to savings? What do you know with respect to investing? Okay? What do you know with respect to building credits? What do you understand with respect to debt management? These are things that may help you to, that is what your 90%, that is what you need to do with your 90%. What do you understand by financial plans? Okay? These are what you spend your 90% on. Okay? So please, leave your pastor, leave your imam, leave your Buddhist teacher. Focus on yourself. Help yourself. We are entering another year. That is why I'm doing all these videos. That is why you need to share it in order to educate your mind, in order to reorientate yourself. Okay? Give, and it shall be given unto you. Good measure, pressed down, shaking together, shall men give to your bosom. Okay? Give, and it shall be given to you. No matter the measure, always see it as resources in order for you to use it to create wealth. Okay? Your problem is not about Philippians chapter 4 verse 19. Your problem is not about God will give you the power to make wealth. Your problem is not all about the Lord is your shepherd, you shall not want. Your problem is not all about give and it shall be given unto you. Your problem is because, one, you are not sensitive enough to receive. One, you don't know how to manage your resources. You are not financially intelligent. Okay? You are not financially disciplined. You don't understand financial plan. And that is where we, businessmen, we come to your rescue. Do you need a mentorship with respect to what you are doing? Why not contact me? Pastors don't know about business. The business they know is to manage churches. But we businessmen, coaches, mentors are the one that will help you, that will direct you on how you can manage the 90% that you have. I believe you've learned something. I believe you've learned something. Please, I need feedbacks so that you can encourage me to do more of this video. Thank you very much, guys. Till you hear from me again. Follow us on our Instagram page. Follow us on our Facebook. Okay, my name is Bash Olakunle Abiola Olowoshelu. It's either you see Bash Olakunle Abiola Olowoshelu or you see Olakunle Olowoshelu. Follow us. Okay, follow our page. Our business name is Redoc Homes, making life beautiful. Okay, just type my name in Google. You will see me. You can follow me on all my social media. Bash Olakunle Abiola Olowoshelu. You will see me everywhere. Okay. Thank you very much, guys. As I've said, if you've learned something, share this video as many times as you can. Thank you. Love you, and God bless you. Bye for now.